Hello everyone, welcome back to the Arsenal from Hong Kong channel. I hope you're all doing well, keeping a nice time in lockdown. Now in today's video we'll be going through the player ratings of Arsenal against Brighton. Our 2-1 loss to Brighton. I mean, what an absolute fast. Let's start off with the lineup. I mean, the lineup I thought was pretty strong, but also pretty strange. Why would you change the formation when we've been playing pretty decent in our 4-2-3-1? The lineup against Man City was very good. People are saying the lineup was not very good. Well, the lineup was good because it worked. First 20 minutes we were dominating until we got all those injuries, and it just didn't work. Those key players who got injured, they were the ones who are holding that lineup together. So I don't know why we started changing the formation up. We changed the tactics too. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So there's lots of questions need to be asked by Mikel Arteta. Now I do apologise, this ratings is very late. We were planning to upload something before this ratings, but that hasn't been edited yet, as on behalf of Jules. That hasn't been finished editing, so we're going to do this first. So yeah, let's get into the player ratings, because I don't really want to talk about the game. I really don't want to be talking about the game very much. Starting off in goal, then LENO, and he did get injured pretty well in the middle of the first half, so I'm not going to rate him, but I'm just going to say apparently he's been out for a year. He's definitely out for this season, so that's why I've already sold him on my fantasy team, but you know, I hope he gets well soon. It was a real blow he got injured, but yeah. On the left back, Kolasinac, and I thought Kolasinac wasn't too bad. Sometimes he was out of position sometimes, but I thought he was pretty decent. He was holding the ball well, and his passing was pretty good. He did give the ball away a couple times, so his rating will go down a little bit from that. But I'm going to give him a 5. Next to him was Rob Holding, and Rob Holding, very surprising. I didn't expect him to be there, and he didn't play bad. It wasn't worse, it wasn't bad, it was just not very good. I thought the first goal, I don't know what he was doing. So yeah, I'm just going to give Rob Holding a 5. Next to him, Mustafi, and I have to be honest, it wasn't the best of performances by Mustafi. I thought the first goal he got turned really easily. You need to be predicting. I'm a centre back too, so I know exactly what you have to do. You just jockey, and then you make the attack. You don't jockey and then he spins you and stuff. You have to predict it really well, and he didn't predict it very well. So you know what, he did do a couple of bad passes. He wasn't out of position, which was okay, and he did stop across a couple of balls going into the box. So I'm going to give Mustafi a 5. Next to him was Hector Bellerin, and Hector Bellerin, again, he was out of position. How many games are we going to go on saying, oh, Hector Bellerin was out of position and stuff? It's going to come to an end where we've got no choice but to bench him. It was also not a very good performance. I don't think he was very good. Wasn't helping the team out a lot. And he was pretty... what's the word? I didn't feel like he was playing. He was pretty anonymous. So I'm going to give Hector Bellerin a 4. Left wing, I believe this lineup was a 4-4-2, but apparently it was a 4-3-3. But I'm just going to go with the 4-4-2. So starting off was the left wing position was Saka, and Saka, he didn't actually play too bad. He did skill a couple of players. He was getting wide, and I thought it wasn't a bad performance by Saka. His passing was pretty good, and he did help a couple of times cross the ball, and you know, our strikers should have done better by scoring. So I think that was a pretty good performance by Saka. I'm going to give Saka a 6. Next to him was Guendouzi, and this is Arsenal from Hong Kong's man of the match. What a really good performance. I thought that was a really good performance by Guendouzi. Holding the ball up really well, defending really well, and I think he did really well. The only criticism was he didn't go forward as much as I would have liked him to. Maybe he could have passed the ball a little bit to Lacazette and Aubameyang a bit more, but I do feel like he was also really good in his decision making. Sometimes he did play the ball back, but sometimes he did have to do that because there was no options from our forwards. So Guendouzi, man of the match, Arsenal's man of the match, and I'm going to give Guendouzi an 8. Next to him was Dani Ceballos, and again Dani Ceballos didn't actually play too badly. I thought he did come off from the bench. I do apologise about the background noise, by the way. He did come off the bench. He did go off the bench halfway through. So again, I thought it was a pretty decent performance. So I'm going to give Dani Ceballos a 7. Next to him was Nicolas Pepe, and I don't think it was a very good performance actually. He did score an absolute worldie of a goal. I mean, what a goal. But apart from that, what did he really do? He scuffed a really, really good chance to get us 1-0 up in the first half, or was it early second half? I can't remember. That's how boring it was, I can't even remember. But yeah, you know what? He didn't actually do too bad. There was some parts where he didn't play well, but I thought I'm just going to give Nicolas Pepe a 5, but obviously he scored, so I'm going to give him a 6. Up front as the main striker, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and I thought this again was a very dead performance. What the hell? What the hell? I said it in my Man City review, if you're not going to play for the badge, then don't play at all. I'm sick and tired of these rubbish performances by Aubameyang lately. Yeah, I don't know if it's from the coronavirus circuit breaker, if he's going to play differently, but really, if you have to play for the badge in the shirt. Even if you want to leave, you still have to play for the badge in the shirt. It's not a small club, it's a big club. So for Aubameyang, I'm going to give him a 2. Really poor performance. Next one was Lacazette, and I thought Lacazette did do okay. He definitely did more than Aubameyang. I thought he was pretty good going forward, but maybe he could have done a bit more. He did scuff a chance, although it was a really good save by Ryan, where he did header it. But apart from that, he was a little bit anonymous again. I thought he was okay though. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch, so I'm going to give Lacazette a 5. Right, moving into the substitutions now. The only player who made a big difference was Martinez and Tierney. Martinez did come off. Martinez, Nelson, and Tierney. Martinez did come off the bench for Leno, and I thought he was pretty decent. He made a couple good saves, and if you know, I think it's not actually a bad replacement. So you know what, I'm going to give Martinez a 7 because he did actually do really well. I think his kicking is definitely better than Leno, so that's a really good sign, and his distribution is pretty good too, and his decision making. So yeah, I'm going to give Martinez a 7. Rhys Nelson, again, he didn't actually do much, but I'm going to rate him because he did actually play for a long time. He didn't do much. He was helping though, which was good. He wasn't anonymous. It was pretty decent, so I'm going to give Rhys Nelson a 6. Kieran Tierney, again, not enough time, but I will rate him because he did play quite a lot. And again, I think, you know, when I think we switched the formation slightly, he did help out quite a bit, so I thought that was pretty good. So I'm going to give Kieran Tierney a 6. Referees rating, no, I'm not going to do referees rating actually. I'm going to give the referee a 0. Pretty bad performance by the referee. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's ratings. I do apologise it's late. Please make sure you subscribe and like the video and turn on notifications so you know a new video is coming out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.